now that you get a chance to speak to the public right now, what would you say to all the people thinking about booking a reading with Dean?
Don't waste your £20.
If you went to Dean's show in Newcastle, you may well remember this lovely lady.
This is quite a recent passing with him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel that it's been a year yet with him.
No.
Okay.
That's Ashley. Dean brought through her father, or so she thought. She decided to reach out to us. I'm going to let the phone call speak for itself. Hi, Ashley.
Hello there.
Hi, it's Dan, Misfit Medium.
And Jen.
Hi, Jen.
Thank you so very much for reaching out. We heard that you had actually went to Stephen Black, who was trying to help you.
Yeah.
And you were actually quite upset. Just before we keep going, you did give us permission to record this with you, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So would you just walk us through how we even started talking?
What, sorry?
How we started talking just now.
Oh, because Stephen Black put a video on of my reading with Dean, and then obviously I realised that everything I've been told is fake, and it's come off my Facebook that the reading I had of Dean at Newcastle.
So,
oh gosh.
Oh
okay.
no! So you went to Dean's show in Newcastle,
Yes.
and you were picked for a reading.
Yeah.
Okay. Could you just walk us through, Ashley? First of all, what made you want to book with Dean?
I had been watching him for a while, and I thought he was really accurate. I haven't seen any of the, the videos or anything, saying anything like he was fake or anything like that. So I just obviously believed everything I had, like, sort of watched with him.
Sure.
Because of his videos he's put on, and he's so good with, with the readings he does. And then I noticed he was coming to Newcastle, so I jumped to the chance and messaged him and asked him if I could get 2 tickets. And then I told my friend about it, and she ended up getting 2 tickets as well for her and her partner. And then obviously I went to the Newcastle show, and then I got a reading.
Okay, all right. And then when you booked with him, how did you have to book with him? Like, walk us through that process.
I booked with him on TikTok, which at the time had my full name on.
Okay.
He asked us for the names that were going, my email address to send the tickets over, which again, I didn't think nothing of it. And then obviously I bought the tickets, and he sent us the tickets 2 weeks, I think it was just nigh on 2 weeks before his show.
Okay. And then...
And who were you going with?
I was going with my partner, Luke, and my friend, Vanessa and Craig.
And did you have to supply any names? Did he ask you for names of people who were attending?
Yeah, Vanessa done hers herself, but the same thing she done as me. I only booked mine and my partner's first before Vanessa decided to go. But he asked us, for the names, my name, Luke's name, my partner, and my email address to send the tickets over to.
Okay, and then did he reach out to you before the show?
Yeah, he put it must be like a message he sends to all of the people that are going to be show to say, if the names have changed and stuff for the tickets, and then I actually didn't get back to him because I was at work, and he messaged us again about saying, you haven't replied to me last message. Can you just obviously reply to us and let us know if the names have changed, or because he's going to be travelling down to Newcastle.
Were the messages about you letting him know if there'd been any name changes or whatever?
Yeah.
Were they were they a distance apart, or?
Yeah, I think I got one in the morning and I got one in the evening.
Oh, on the same day?
On the same day, yeah. But
So,
I actually didn't get back to him until the next morning.
Yeah.
Saying yes, we're still going.
What was the message? Are you able to tell us what that message said?
Yeah, 2 seconds, I'll just get it for you. It just says, hello, it is important that you read the message in full and please reply. It's just now 2 days until my show in Newcastle. This is the final opportunity to let me know if there is any last-minute name changes or cancellations to tickets, as a guest list will be completed and printed out later today. If you have purchased tickets for my event this Saturday and can no longer or will no longer be in attendance, please send me a message and let me know, including any members of your party. If you have tickets for this show on Saturday and do not attend without informing me, this will be taken into consideration and you may be unable to purchase tickets for future shows. It's just a small courtesy to inform me if you can no longer attend the show. And at the time, I didn't really think of anything because, I thought, but now looking back, I'm like, well, what does it matter if someone can't attend? You've still been paid for the show, so what does it matter? It's not like you're losing out on money or anything.
Yeah.
But then that message was sent at 8:22 a.m. And as I say, I was at work, couldn't message him. And then he messages 6:05 p.m. saying, hello, lovely, I am yet to hear back from you regarding the above message. Please get back to me before the end of the day today, as I am travelling to Newcastle tomorrow and will be unable to make any updates after tonight. It wasn't until the next morning I messaged him saying, hi, yes, we are still attending. But
go on.
when I got there, last minute, my partner couldn't make it. And when I got there, I think it was Dean's mum that was on the desk. She had said, oh, can I have your tickets? And I just said, one person has not been able to attend last minute. And she was asking, like, what name was that? Who was it? Like, who was not coming and sort of. So, yeah, it's like, I don't know why.
Yeah, but...
And it seems like there was a sense of urgency there for him wanting to get hold of you and make sure you were coming and make sure that the person that said they were coming was coming.
Yeah.
But you ended up getting a reading from him.
I did, yes, which I was very shocked at. I was literally shaking. I felt sick. It went to a break after my reading, and I actually went outside and I was nearly vomiting.
Oh, wow.
I was so happy that I'd got it, but I was so shocked out of all them people that I actually got picked for the reading.
Yeah.
And how did it feel when he was going through the reading? Did it what information was he giving you?
He was giving us information about my dad passing away, and just his nickname, where he worked, his mum and dad he was with his mum and dad, said their names, said the date of passing, the date of his birthday, what people wore on his funeral, because I did tell people that the people from the fair, because he worked on the Walser, and I did say to the people at the fair that they could go in the work clothes if they wanted to, because my dad actually was in his coffin with his work jumper on. I got him a brand new work jumper.
Oh, wow.
With the Ocean Beach logo on. So I said to the people at the fair, if you want to go, because my dad was absolutely fair mad, if you want to go in your work clothes, you can.
Wow.
All this stuff was sort of on, but all this stuff that he got was on my Facebook, which I didn't think about at the time.
So all of it was on Facebook. So about the funeral.
Everything.
Where
And also, I decided to go past the fair on his final journey to the crematorium, and that was on my Facebook as well. And he mentioned that. Wow.
So did he mention? So you're on your Facebook. You even had where your dad worked and everything on there.
Yes, I had literally everything he said was public on my Facebook, because I've got some of his friends that I haven't got as friends on my Facebook, so I put it as public so people could share it.
Of course.
Friends that I knew of, so them could share it, so it could get around about his funeral and everything. And now when I look back, it's got about his nickname on the public one, it's got working at the Walser at the fair, it's got about going past. I actually said, because where he lived, the crematorium's literally 3-minute walk from where he lives. So I said, if people see he's his hearse coming up, turning up early, don't be alarmed, because we're taking a long route past the fair and then coming back on ourselves.
Yeah.
So that was public, so people could share it. Yeah, just everything.
And he replayed all that. Ashley, I'm so sorry. This must have been so difficult for you.
It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
And was there any information, Ashley, that he could give you that wasn't on social media, or that he gave you on the reading?
No, nothing.
So
everything he said was on my social media. Everything. I'm not a one for putting my Facebook was public, but as I say, just them few little things I wanted public so people could share them, and you can't share them unless you put them on public. So, and I just never changed it back, afterwards to put private or anything. I just never thought nothing of it.
Right.
So,
and why would you? You thought you were going to see an authentic medium, right? It was going to bring him through.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Facebook is for us to obviously share it. You never think that somebody's going to do something like this. And the thing is, I wanted to ask you, what's interesting is that we're being told, so many people now, that some of them got initial emails, but then all of their social medias were locked down.
Yeah.
Everything, like they didn't have any obituaries out there that you could find because of their work. So they never got those repeat emails saying, are you coming? Are you coming? Because they weren't going to be read for.
Yeah.
So because it's already obviously he's already looked it up before going to the show. So that's what we're finding from every single person that's told us this information.
Yeah.
I just have a question. How long was your reading with him?
I think it was about 4 minutes.
Didn't he tell us that on the live that it was like 10 to 12 minutes per person?
No, it was about 4 minutes. I'm sure it was about 4 minutes. I can remember watching it back. Thank God, it felt like a lifetime to me when he was saying things. But when I look back, I'm like, it was only about 4 minutes.
Right,
just enough time to regurgitate what you could remember from your social media.
Yeah.
And with the other readings there that you saw at the show, for the other readings that you saw at the show as well, did they go about the same?
I think some went a little bit over. I suppose it's only, if he had more to say about that person, it went a little bit over. But for my opinion, I think it's, how much information he had, if it went over or under,
Yeah. No, I think what's going to happen here is that when you gave us permission to obviously put this out to the public so that you're trying to help save them, I think what's going to happen, Ashley, is people from that same show are probably going to remember you and reach out to you to say they're picking up the pieces as well. That's what's happening with everybody like you who are brave enough to come forward.
Yeah.
I just want to mention to you as well before we continue, if you get any threatening messages about defamation of character or any legal...
or a cease and desist or anything like that,
please know that this is your own opinion.
Yeah, it is.
This is what happened to you. You're telling your story. There's absolutely nothing illegal about this in any fashion or form.
No.
So
it's my opinion, and it's what happened to me, so I can speak upon it. I can speak about it. And,
that's right. I just don't want anyone coming to you, because we have heard from several people who've also sent us the actual emails of being threatened when they spoke up about their experience.
Yeah.
So just wanted to mention that to you.
Yeah, and if you do receive any kind of cease and desist or anything like that, Ashley, just share that information with us.
Yeah,
and we'll put it on file.
I will do.
I want to say, Ashley, you're incredibly brave for stepping forward. I'm so sorry this has happened to you, and with and for the loss of your father.
Ashley, can I just ask a few more questions?
Yeah, that's fine.
I just think it's important that from the public, they obviously hear word of mouth of what's happened. So, you said that there was a video made out there. Somebody posted a video of your reading, and that's what kind of stirred the pot for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, 4 days ago, I come across this morning a video of my reading of 4 days ago, which I'd just come across this morning. I didn't even know, it was out there. And they must have, this person must have been on my Facebook and got all the evidence of it, and put it in the video of everything he's saying that is on public on my Facebook, and sort of took a screenshot and put it in the video, which I can send you the video. You can link it to this, and so people can watch it and see.
Yeah, and then you said that Stephen Black was addressing it.
Yeah, Stephen Black was addressing it. And at first, I had sort of, at first I was angry. I was hurt.
Sure.
Because I was like, no, that's not true. He hasn't done that, because he sounds like such a genuine person.
Yes, he does.
And that's what's scary. And me as a person, I'm too trustworthy in any ways. I always trust everybody until they do something to us to make us not trust them.
Right.
So I treat everybody the same. And then obviously I've seen this video of Stephen Black saying, and he mentioned my dad's nickname and stuff like that. So, I was commenting on the video. But then Stephen Black actually got in touch with us and apologised for saying that. And he actually took the video down because, he knew how upset I was about it. So anyways, I started talking to Stephen Black, and Stephen Black has been, helping us and stuff and give us a free reading, which I really appreciate.
Yeah, it sounds like you had a
really
good
guy.
Sounds like you had a good reading from Stephen Black as well. So credit.
First, before Stephen messaged us privately, I actually messaged Dean and said, this Stephen is saying that you've got everything off my Facebook, stuff like that, and he was reassuring us that he hadn't been on my Facebook, it was just other mediums trying to call him out and trying to basically say they were rubbish, so I was messaging saying, I'm fuming, I hope like this Stephen Black's done this and stuff like that. And then I obviously, I left it on good terms, because it wasn't until after that, when Stephen messaged us, that's when it sort of started playing in my mind that, God, I think this Stephen's right.
Well, you also had a reading from Stephen, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
And that was probably also a difference for you, because I'm assuming...
He mentioned things that, not on me. I've actually deleted my Facebook now. I've deactivated it because I didn't want to be on it anymore. But Stephen actually said stuff to us that nobody would know, and it wasn't on my Facebook. And anyways, because I deactivated it, so he said some real things to us.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you got some real comfort and some proof that that your dad is around you.
Because that's proper mediumship right there. That's somebody who's doing it ethically.
That is proper mediumship. And I think what you were saying, how hurt you felt when you found out that this.
Oh, I was devastated.
I'm so sorry you went through that. And we've been. I mean, this is the first time we've spoken to you, and I know because you hadn't seen any of our videos actually, had you?
No, I hadn't seen any of your videos till yesterday, I think it was.
Right, and because I think that it was, I think hearing how upset you are is one of the reasons it was very difficult for us to come forward, because what we don't want to do is take away that connection that people have had with their loved one, or they feel they've had with their loved one, even though it wasn't an authentic one necessarily. But it's just important that we let people know, so we can protect more people, so they don't go through the same thing. And so by talking to us, Ashley, I just want to let you know you are helping other people, helping to protect other people. So I want to thank you for being brave, and for helping us to protect other people from this growing problem.
Yeah.
Just from your public, now that you've put the pieces together and having that first emotion, there's a lot of people that have first had that same emotion with us, and now that they've gone back, they've been apologizing and stuff to, just the way that, things kind of transpired with you and Stephen Black. And the thing is, we don't need apologies, because we know what it's like. You're trying to defend something that was so special to you.
That's it. I was annoyed. I was furious. I was like, why they tried to take it away from us? I didn't want that. It was the first sort of thing I've had from my dad since he passed away, and I wanted to believe it was true. And it was just a shock, and it was an initial, just to be like, no, he's like that Stephen's lying, he's just trying to cause trouble or something, but then obviously when I spoke to Stephen's actually been really there for us and been a good person of us since.
I love that. I'm going to definitely put that out there for Stephen to credit to him as well.
I think so. Yeah, he's a lovely, he's a decent guy, a lovely guy.
Yeah. Well, he's just so straightforward in everything he says. You know, he doesn't. He's just a genuine guy, and yeah, I like Stephen.
So one last question for you, Ashley, from my point of view. If you, now that you get a chance to speak to the public right now, what would you say to all the people thinking about booking a reading with Dean?
Don't waste your £20.
Okay.
Do not waste your £20 and don't book with them, because, or if you do, I think it'd be good for everybody before you book tickets to deactivate all social media, and so he's got nothing to go on, because I think eventually all these people will go and he'll have nothing to say.
Right. I know the only problem with us is that some people think it's just social media, but he's pulled stuff off of, from what people have sent us, things that are being shown on obituaries and things online.
Or stuff in newspapers and things like that. Yeah.
But I think what's important too is we give evidential information for people, and some of that stuff very well is on social media, right? Because somebody's going to have something, but I think what's important is what you were saying with Stephen Black too. It's the things that we bring through that nobody knows.
Yeah.
That's the stuff.
Yeah. That's where people need to go to mediums that can do that, and not just tell people what is on your social media. To go to someone real. Yeah.
Ashley, listen, thank you so very much. You have been so helpful, and
you're helping so many other people. So thank you, Ashley.
Because I don't want anyone to feel like I've been feeling over the last however long it's been since it's come out, because I've been really hurt by it and shocked, and I've felt every emotion possible. I think
so, and I think on that, I think people sometimes when we're exposing someone like Dean, people feel like we're taking away that connection with their loved one, right? And we're not. I just want to be really clear. We're not saying that connection isn't there, like that your loved one isn't around you. We're mediums. We absolutely know that is the case. Yeah. What we're saying to people is, to be really clear, is that we're just saying that this person is pretending to do it. But the evidence would certainly suggest that. Yeah. And we're not saying that they're not there in spirit. They are there in spirit, but we're just saying that this person has either embellished their own abilities, or they've just pretended, and they're just relaying social media, and that's certainly how you feel by the sound of it. And I'm so sorry that. Because I think for all of us, when we've all fallen for a telephone scam or something, right, at some point, and you just feel kind of a bit ridiculous, which compounds the kind of the pain that you're going through.
I felt embarrassed.
Feel a bit embarrassed by it. But we just want you to say that you're not on your own, and we don't want you to feel embarrassed. He's managed to make a lot of people believe he's the real deal, and we still get a lot of hate. People still believe that he's the real deal because they're invested in him. They are invested in him, and he's got a very good way of convincing people that he is.
Well, the thing is as well, I was just talking to my partner before, and a bit of the reading where about the worktops, he said your dad thinks it was weird. It's not something that my dad would ever think weird, and the word weird is something my dad would never really say. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that sort of made us think a little bit as well.
Just one more question. I said I already had last question, but one more question. I have two, actually. Are you okay for us to tag you in this video?
Yes,
Because I think what you're going to see is so many others coming forward so that you don't feel embarrassed, because it happened to them too. And the second is, Dan and I obviously struggled so much about coming out, because of course Dean is telling everyone we're jealous of him and that's why, and it's convenient. And then there's people that are obviously, upset because right now they still believe in him. Do you agree that we're coming out to the public to warn others and help protect them? Do you agree with that?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
I agree that you're trying to just help people, and obviously for them not to fall into the trap that I did.
Yes. That's it. That's what it is. I think there's a lot of, you'll see there's a mixed, I think more and more people are coming out that are now seeing it, but it's good to hear that from people like you, because
I think people who are probably on the defence about it, you know, and sticking up for Dean have probably not had a reading, or they might have had a reading and they don't know how maybe hurtful it feels, or they might have had one and they maybe want to feel like what I felt like at first and think no, and because they don't want to think that it's not true.
Yeah.
Know?
Yeah. No, that's fair. I think, Ashley, listen, I know you had just recently had a reading with Stephen Black.
Yeah.
But I think that if it's all right with you, Dan and I would also like to offer you a free reading in a couple of months.
Oh, that'd be lovely. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It'd be absolutely our pleasure. We'll do it together for you as well, so we can both tap in.
Thank you so much. That's lovely of you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much. You're helping everyone, so it's you know, it's that exchange. You're giving something, so we're giving something. So that's how that works.
Thank you.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you, Ashley.
Welcome.
It's been a pleasure. If you need anything, if you get any messages that, you know, like I said, are giving you any kind of threats, please keep us posted.
Just reach out to us,
We'll make sure to help you with that.
Yeah, I will do. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you, and thank you for being brave and stepping forward, Ashley.